Welcome back. We've got the engine back in the bike, and if you stick around we're going to start reassembly. So putting the engine back into the frame wasn't particularly interesting to watch, so I didn't bother recording it. It's just wrestling a large lump of metal back into the frame. We've got the front cradle on as well, remembering to put the brackets on. I think these are for the horn if I remember correctly. I found the easiest way to put the engine into the frame was to just put the engine on the floor, bolt the frame to the engine and then lift it onto the stand. So the first thing I'm going to start with is putting the rear swing arm back on. Remembering I also need to put the chain on at the same time because I didn't split the link. Now if you look at the chain, it's in quite good condition. I have had it soaking in oil for some time. It's a little bit tight in places, but I think it should be okay once it's on the bike. We'll run it. If it needs changing, we'll change it at a later date. So you may have seen the video where I sprayed the rear swing arm, so that's looking quite nice. I managed to get hold of a chain slider. This is used, so it is a little worn, but it's nowhere near as bad as the one that came off. So I've cleaned the bearings, I've re-greased them, I've put the dust seal back in and all the relevant spacers. Now to get it back in the bike. Okay, you may notice I've wrapped the chain in some cling film to stop it scratching the frame as it's bouncing around. So we're just doing this nut up quite loosely for the moment. There we go, that was quite simple, so everything's moving around quite nicely. So I think the next thing to do now is to put the rear shock on. Okay, so as you can see there, that was a little bit tricky to get the suspension in with the swing arm in place. So obviously it's suspension first, then swing arm. Okay, we're just going to get some of these bolts torqued up. The swing arm bolt is 88 Newton meters. And all the suspension pivot and linkage bolts are 59 Newton meters. There we go, so that's the suspension and the swing arm all put together and torqued up. Join me on the next video and I think I'll start putting the wiring loom back on.